Getting Houston back on track with back-to-back wins, Jamal Shead of the Cougars is our Fox Sports Army National Guard of the Week. The Cougars are 16-2 on the year. They beat a ranked Texas Tech team last week. Jamal had 29 points, 10 assists. Jamal, congratulations on this honor. Let's go back to last week, right? You come into the Texas Tech game. You're coming off of a couple of losses. What was the mindset that you tried to create within the team that led you guys to a win?
We really just needed a win. We needed to get back on the right track. And everybody on the team had the right mindset going into that game, and we were really locked in. And that just happened to be a really good game for me.
Behind you, man, is that word culture. Define Houston culture.
It's every day. You can't define it in just a couple of words. It's every day. It's a lifestyle around here. Just you do everything to the best of your ability. You work hard every day, and you give 110% because that guy upstairs, Coach Sam, he gives 110% every day. He never changes. So he embodies our culture, and we just try to follow him.
Let's go to that guy, Kelvin Sampson. How did you end up playing for him?
So my mom committed to Houston before I did. He came to a home visit. She made him some food. He was really honest with us, and he told me I was going to have to work for everything that I'm going to get. And he's been trusting me since day one. So he's been believing in me since I've been here, and it's been really fun to play under him and learn under him for all 4 years.
What are the biggest things you've learned under him?
Just to be consistent every single day. The way he approaches practice, the way he approaches basketball when he walks in this building is just something to see every single day. For somebody that's 68 years old, you would think he's 30. He has that energy about him every single day. So just to be consistent and approach practice differently, I've learned that the most about him.
I think of Marcus Sasser and everything he did for this program. He departs, and it's on you to take that torch. How much do you relish that, and what's that process been like, man, of now being the guy who's steering the ship for this team?
One thing I learned from him, he's gonna lead the way, but you have to have a lot of guys behind you, and these guys are a great group of guys. They follow me to the best of their ability, and they trust me to lead them. So it's been a really good learning curve for me, and just be better in whatever they do just for me, because it makes it easier for me to be a better leader for them.
Let's go a step further on that. Your leadership and the way it's evolved. How would you break that down?
Just learning these guys. You can't approach every single guy the same way because, everybody responds differently. And me and Coach have talked about this plenty of times, just being a better leader, being a better practice player, that all goes into being a leader. So just being more consistent every day, like him being 110% every single day, that's being a great leader. So I just try to follow what he does, and I just try to approach everybody and figure them out.
Now, you follow up the win over Texas Tech with a dominant performance against UCF, in which you guys hold them to under 16% shooting in the game. It is an incredible single-game defensive performance. You had 4 steals in that one. How would you describe that game and just the way that you guys defend? Because you got the number 1 defense in the country.
Just being locked in. When we're locked in, we're really good on that defensive end, and we follow the scouting report to a T. And I feel like every single person that stepped on that floor helped us in the magnitude of ways. So I feel like that's just us. When we're locked in, I think we could be really, really good.
When you've got these big-time opponents coming into your building, and how much do you feed off that energy at Fertitta?
Coach says it a lot. Moving to the Big 12 was really good for sports, but it was really good for these students in the school. We're excited about being in Big 12, but our students and our fans are much more excited. So when they bring that energy to the game, it does nothing but feed us. And you play somebody ranked every other game or every night, it's going to be a battle, man. It's been fun so far.
You've got BYU on Tuesday night on the road. What are your thoughts on that showdown and going up to Provo?
They're a really good team, really offensively talented. They've got, I think, 9 players that have scored 20 points this year so far in a game. So they're really talented, and it's going to be a really good test for us. You know, we haven't had a road Big 12 win, and we're looking to see if this can be our first one.
A Sweet 16 last year, Jamal. What's the thought process this year, and what's your goal for this team?
You know, we haven't looked that far yet. So, a goal of any team is just a national championship, but we haven't really looked that far yet. Right now, our goal is Big 12 championship, and we're trying to figure out ways we can get to that. So, I think we're growing and we're heading in the right direction every day, as long as we keep coming to practice the same way and we have been. But Big 12 championship right now, that's what's on our mind.
What would that mean to you in year one with this program in the Big 12 to help them towards that promised land? Because you got Kansas, you've got Baylor, you've got heavyweights in this league. What would it mean to Jamal Shead that, when this program moved conferences, you were the guy at the forefront to lead them to the top of the Big 12 in year one in the Big 12?
Man, it would mean so much because, you know, coming from the AAC, a lot of people, you know, had their doubts about us, called us frauds or whatnot. So we hear that stuff, we take it into account, and you know, we try to prove them wrong. And it would mean so much for Coach, you know, his first time back in the Big 12, you know, to play with a little chip on our shoulder and go get something that would be really important for him. So it would be extremely fun to get that.
Have you been doubted throughout your career, and how much do you enjoy it?
Yeah, you know, we've been looked down upon just because of the league we were playing in, and you know, even when we get to the tournament and beat those caliber of teams, saw the same story the next year. So the doubting is nothing new for us.
What made you fall in love with basketball?
My favorite player growing up was my brother. My sister and brother both played, but I got to see my brother firsthand just become the great player that he was before he got hurt. And he played at Cal Poly, Texas State, and ended his career at Washington State. So that was my favorite player for a very long time, and still haven't beat him in one-on-one to this day.
It sounds like you still take that personally.
Oh yeah, I'm going to change that soon. He just won't play me anymore, but we're going to figure that out.
Yeah, you get the last one. That's all you need.
That's all I need.
Jamal Shead, thanks for the time and congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.